Hey there, soul shines. It's Michelle here, and I'm inviting you to wake up in love. And you may notice that I'm wearing the same clothes. This is my third video I'm making for you guys at the same time because I'm like in this video making mood and I'm running with it. And so here we go. This is a video that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. It's about energy testing. So some people know what energy testing is, some people don't. Some people know it by the term muscle testing, but you're not actually testing your muscles, you're testing the energy. So kind of a background on how it works is we always have energy coursing through us, right? Sometimes the energy is running exactly the way it's supposed to, which is amazing. Then you're going to be healthy, you're going to be manifesting, it's going to be incredible. Sometimes the energy is stuck, and sometimes the energy runs backwards. So they use energy testing to kind of test some of these things. If you listen to Donna Eden, she can teach you a lot about the energies and the way that they flow and how to test them. And so you can use this to get some yes/no questions. The ideal way to use this is when you're talking to your body. Some people use it for yes/no questions out and other things, but I find for myself that a lot of times ideas and concepts can interfere if I'm testing for myself. And even if I'm testing for somebody else, my beliefs about the answer can influence it. But I find that if I'm asking my body, I get accurate answers. So that doesn't mean you can't use it. Choose how you use it. I also kind of can tune in and know, I'm like, something's not right. I will do this thing where I'm releasing everything interfering with getting true answers. And then the energy just releases off of me. Apparently I had something in the way of getting answers because it just released. So that's one way I release things. Also, it's really important to drink your water. This is bottled water, but I put it in here to measure because we get it from like a big jug, not like little bottles. But that's a choice that I made because I don't like the taste of our water. And I know other people make the choices for bottled water for different reasons, and she's pretty awesome. She chooses alkaline water, which I did drink yesterday, because of the health benefits that she knows about. So she chooses that kind of water. Everybody chooses different things, but the important thing is you drink water because energy flows when you're hydrated. It needs water to flow. Okay. The other thing. Okay, so the way that it works for a yes/no question or true/false question is that when you are saying things that your subconscious energy agrees with, that all of your body agrees with, when you say something that is absolutely true for you, your energy is going to flow, and it's going to flow in the right direction. So you'll see some people doing the muscle testing where they hold out their arm and people will push it down. The energy is flowing through, so the arm can hold strong. When somebody says something that a part of them believes is false, then the energy cannot hold strong because it's like, oh, nope, that's not true. It sends the energy going the wrong way, or it just stops the energy flow altogether, and the arm cannot hold it up. So that's how energy works. I do this where I hold my hand and a finger and I test it one way or another. When I say something true, it holds. When I say something false, it lets go. I don't consciously hold it tight or anything. Like, in fact, when you say something false, it's really hard to hold it tight. I just also know how much force to use. I use just enough force so I'm not hurting myself to do it. So this is one way. Some people do this thing where they do fingers like this, and if it holds, it's true. If it lets go, some people stand up and they sway, and the best one for that is to get your baseline and say yes, and what way does it flow? Say no, what way does it flow? Most people move forward on a yes, but not everybody. And so you ask yourself, yes, show me a yes, and you move forward. Show me a no, you move backward. You can also use pendulums and do the same thing with a pendulum. Tell the pendulum to show you a yes and show you a no, which is fun to play with. It's fun to play with pendulums. So you have many different things. I know there's other energy testing tools, like way people hold their fingers, or I don't even know. I think somebody does something like this. I think my aunt does that. If it holds, it's yes. Flicks, it's no. For me, I just find that this is the best way for me. Okay, so you test yes or no. So recently I was taught how to test if my triple warmer is going the right way. So the triple warmer, I think, starts somewhere down here. Probably starts right, or it goes off your finger. No, because they cycle through your whole body. So the triple warmer goes on this ring finger and goes all the way up, and it comes up and around, and like it's like by your eye, I think, is where it ends. Not 100% possible. That's the meridian, and it's the one that governs your fight or flight. So for me, I was pretty stuck in this. My body was always on fight or flight. Like, that's kind of the way that it just lived. Sometimes it happens because of trauma. Sometimes it happens because of the toxic circumstances you're living in. Whatever the reason, your energy can get stuck like that. And so there's different things you can do. Well, she taught me if I hold my finger like this and I put my thumb right between the two knuckles, which is awkward, but I can do it, and the muscle test, whichever way works for you, then I would be able to tell if my energy was doing what it was supposed to. So I go like this, and if it holds strong, then my triple warmer is flowing correctly. Yay! And I have found, let's see, it's probably been about a week since I went and saw her, and the first few days I was testing, and I would have to do it over and over again. I would have to do the technique for getting my energy to go the right way over and over again. It was like I was having to retrain it. As the weeks gone on, and as I've continued to check throughout the day, or if something upset me, I'll check. The more it's gone on, I've noticed that I'm not having to adjust that nearly as much. It's been amazing. And what a simple tool to just be able to hold your finger like this and go like this to find out if your energy is flowing the right way. I will actually be making another video to show you the techniques that I know of to work with the triple warmer so that you can implement those in your life. Is there anything else I wanted to say about this in this video? There's going to be lots of places you can learn about energy testing. It might be called muscle testing. I think some people call it kinesiology, this is just a portion of that. It's not the extent. A lot of people use this in clearing. If you've learned about the emotion code, it is the #1 tool for, it's combined with another tool. So you have to know how to muscle test, which is actually how I learned how to release it, because the motion code, you go like this over your body with a magnet, and I was like this, or you can use your hand because your hand's magnetic, and I was like not being able to test, and so I just had the thought, what if I just go like this? I'm releasing everything in the way of me being able to muscle test, and I just would do that until I felt confident in my answers. And then I would be confident for a little while, and then I'd start questioning or doubting it, or things just kind of felt fuzzy. So I would do it again. And every time I wasn't feeling like I would get good answers, I would do it again. And still every once in a while, I feel like if I am choosing to muscle test, I'm not really getting straight answers. And so I will do it again. Whether it's that my energy's not flowing correctly, so I'm not getting answers, or whether it's like I've got so many doubts or so many thoughts or ideas of influencing it that's making it so I'm not getting answers, or whether there's spirits around me influencing the answers. I don't know. But I always like to make sure that I'm clear, and I can tell when I'm clear or not, just because I know the difference in how it feels. But if you don't know the answers, you can just, or you don't know that difference yet, you can just clear. You can go over your head, or you can just say it. I'm a firm believer that just saying it will do it. But if you want to use a magnet and go over your head, or use your hand with magnetic force coming out of your hand and go over your head, you could totally do that. Clear and release everything that is in the way of you getting accurate answers, and then try it and muscle testing or energy testing, and play with it with yes no questions. See what happens. It's pretty fun. You may get to a point like me where I would get the answers faster than muscle testing, and so I stopped using muscle testing as much, because I was like, I have the intuitive answers right there. I just know. So I trust those answers more than I trust everything else. They come faster and they're sure, that kind of thing. So just lots of thoughts, lots of things going on. I hope that you found benefit in this again. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Remember, let your soul shine big, bright, light, and beautiful. I'll see you guys next time.